I love how Matt's always trying to be so professional with this podcast. But that's the charm of this podcast, though. You have Matt who tries to maintain some sort of professionalism, and you you have Beavers who says some outlandish shit. Mitch never knows what's going on. Core is just a head. Love Core though. That's my homie. Toxic is like the sweet and innocent one, and D-Max is D-Max. You know?
All right, I had a question for everybody.
Hi.
Oh God.
What up?
When the Demented story started to break, did anyone think he was telling the truth?
No.
No.
No. I'm the altruist of the group, so I feel like my character would say yes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, here's the thing, Matt. Look, who would lie? Who would lie about their sister dying, or about their mother dying, or about them having a son, and then the mother of the son killed the son and then went to jail, and then she got shanked in jail? Who would lie about that?
True. Who would lie about that? True.
You know what I mean? It's not my fault. It's a fool me once thing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you.
I have a counterpoint.
Okay.
It's the internet. Everything's a lie. Nothing's true.
It's
all the Matrix.
I was kind of making that point on Xylie stream, where like in the beginning of the internet, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, everybody was lying. That's what you did. It was you went on the internet and you lied about your life and how cool it was and shit.
I mean, have you been on Tinder lately? That's like all it is.
But the whole like Batman backstory, where it was like my baby was murdered by my wife, and now I'm in the dark alleys, standing there waiting for my time to take revenge on whatever, like it's.
I love the idea of like Why So Demented looking over a city, just like with a really solemn face, just remembering his past. Get it? Oh my God, he's like the Punisher. What the?
Yeah, they don't understand me. They don't understand what I've been through.
Have y'all noticed that the more and more of these episodes of Now Recording comes out, Matt is getting more and more dramatic? Have y'all noticed that? Is it just me that noticed that? Matt is getting more and more dramatic. Like, I'm about to start calling him a drama king. Go off, King. Go off. I'm telling you. He's getting more and more. Yeah, Matt be letting his hair down. Yes. He's getting more dramatic. And D-Max is rubbing off on him. It might be. Don't talk bad about Dad to us. We don't deserve that trauma. Amber Chick. Matt Pitt is not dead. Y'all need to stop with that shit, okay? I'm about to fight every single one of y'all, all right? I'll take all you on. Let's go. Let's go to Twitter right now. I will fight every single one of you, all right? Matthew is not Dad, okay? Shit. Fairy? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna hide every single one of you, and I will not give a if your name is blue, green, or gray. I will hide every single one of y'all. I will sit here and do this live stream with nobody in the chat. I do not care. Maggot, you can stay. K-Huck, you getting it because you laughing. She ain't wrong. Tiny Dancer, you getting it too. Let's go. Let's go. I will hide every single one of you mofos. All right, let's keep going.
Would have said his like wife ate the baby. That would have been pretty cool.
See, if he had said that, I'd be on his side. Honestly, I'd be like, you know what? F it. Like we all should have known that this was bullshit. Like, what cannibalism? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that he went believable enough to where it's like you squint and you can see it, and that's why I think it's like such an egregious lie, because it's like it's just bad enough to make people feel bad, but also to make people go like, I don't know if I want to look into that.
Why? But that's my thing, right? Why would you feel bad?
Mitch, I will hide you too. You act like I care. Yes, thank you, Maggot. Thank you. Thank you for wrangling in those people, Maggot.
About what?
Right?
Oh, like after the fact?
No,
because it's some random on the internet that's told you some sad story. Everybody has a sad story. Who the f cares about his sad story?
No. I wouldn't feel. I wouldn't. Go ahead,
Shut up. If you genuinely had a dead baby,
Oh my God,
right?
Toxic.
And then there's this like dickhead who's like, No, you don't. You don't have a dead baby, and you really do. You know how fucked that is?
It'd be funny.
So fucked up.
I'm just
That'd
saying,
be
like,
awesome if somebody came out and they were like, your dead baby's fake, and then he's just like, here's the ashes in the urn right here.
It's real.
yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
but I would have the same, like, my thing to them would be the same as what I would say to, like, a fat person that's posting selfies on the internet. Don't post those selfies on the internet,
I think
because people are going to bully you over it.
I think more than likely, a lot of times that people have like tragic issues, like a dead baby or dead or this or that. They don't really like talk about it that much on the internet. You know what I
It's
mean?
a wound.
Yeah.
It's a wound. Why would you reveal, like, an open wound to people so that they
It's-
can pick at it?
It is
Why
funny
would
to
you
like.
ever?
It is funny to see so many people in hindsight go like, "Oh yeah, I always knew he was lying." It's like, what do you mean? None of you guys tried to call him out, not even once. There was a few
Well,
people
like-
that did it because they could. Because
You know, okay, that's what I wonder. Like everything was a lie with Why So Demented. How come nobody like did anybody ever question it? Like out loud? Did anybody ever question it? I don't know. Kind of weird to me.
they knew that they could get away with it because they couldn't go any lower than that accusation, you know? And they did it. And hey, kudos to them. They were right.
Or, like, I might be speaking up my ass again, which I've been accused of, right? But I feel like
No,
every
not
person
you.
that I know IRL that has ever had, like, a miscarriage, right? That shit's kept, after it happens, that shit is kept on the DL,
Yes.
right? Nobody ever fucking talks about it. When it comes to losing kids, nobody talks about it,
Yeah.
right? So why the fuck would anybody tell some? And then let's not even, besides the child thing, right? Let's get into the gang thing. That's where
Before
I
we
really
get into the
trouble.
gang thing, hi, welcome to Now Recording. I'm Matt Pitt. That's D-Max.
Yo.
That's Toxic. That's Toxic.
He's muted.
God damn it. That's Beavers.
Hello.
There he is.
I'm gonna go quickly let my dog out. Hello.
God damn it. I just
Oh, God.
You were about to make a point.
Well, that's
Great.
all right. We'll cut this.
I just wanted to get the intro in there real quick.
It's all right.
Oh,
I mean, you
y'all
got it.
labels.
I love how Matt's always trying to be so professional with the Scuffed Ass podcast. But that's the charm of this podcast, though. You have Matt who tries to maintain some sort of professionalism, and you you have Beavers who says some outlandish shit. Mitch never knows what's going on. Core is just a shithead. Love Core though. That's my homie. Toxic is like the sweet and innocent one, and D-Max is D-Max. You know?
Toxic, are you trying to do my voice right now? You said the other day that I sound like a cartoon character. Is this your dig at me? Do we
Yeah,
have
you can
beef
be a voice
now?
actor. I'm
Oh,
a
thank
vegetarian.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You be-
I would love
you
to
be-
actually.
Yeah. Do it.
I actually did try at some point, but
Like
that's,
a kid's
that's another
cartoon?
podcast.
Be
I'm
perfect.
trying to, that would be my dream. But
Yeah, you can do it.
All right, Beavers,
I have
gang shit.
retired.
All right, what about the gang shit?
Oh yeah, right. Now I don't know how autistic people. Well, actually no. I know how autistic people are in this community, right? But it takes it to a new level where you really think that a guy who is like this hardened gangster who's been to juvie, who got transferred to jail, and all of this shit is hanging out with Doug.
Aw, no, hashtag leave Doug alone. Hashtag leave Doug alone, okay? Y'all better leave my Doug alone. Doug is a sweetheart. And should be protected of all cost, okay?
yeah, I don't know how that would. I don't know
In
if a
what
real life
world?
person, would be able to.
Poor
like,
Doug, bro.
yeah.
No, Doug's
He's not
nice.
alone.
I'm just saying that gangsters and Doug is like oil and water, unless Doug is the guy that's being like set up to take the fall, right?
Well, he was
Sure.
set up.
What the- yeah.
Ultimately, yeah.
All right, we'll get to that in a bit because I think someone talked about all of them being in the group chat. So I think I can talk about this.
You know
But,
what else in the group chat?
Mari,
And
Demented, Flatley.
Douglas.
Wait, what group chat is this?
What
You-
group chat?
they tried. They tried.
Oh, really? They tried to get you in it?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't join the VC, but I was in it.
Oh, interesting. Wait, where was this though? Like, what? Is
Okay.
it?
All right,
All
for us to explain this, we'll have to jump forward into the timeline.
I love
will-
how Toxic's such a team player. He doesn't give us the scoop on this.
They were in like VC the entire time. I have no clue what they were talking about.
So
Oh.
we did a membership stream on the Demented stuff, right? During that, I get 15 DMs from Doug.
Oh my
They're
god.
all screenshots. And I'm like, Doug, I can't go through any of this. Like, what the fuck are you sending me? And he tries to tell me after we're done streaming that, look, some big stuff's happening in a group chat. You need to join. And I'm like, Doug, no, I'm not joining a group chat. Like, I don't want to be the proprietor of the story. Like, let Flatley have it, let these guys have it. We'll cover it later, like what we're doing now. I don't want to be in the thick of this shit. That shit's weird. So Doug,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him, because something like that, I'm not going to be the one holding the bag. And let's say I was defending Why So Demented, and then he goes on Flatley stream and says everything was a lie. Well, that makes me look stupid. Hell no, I wouldn't cover it either. Let the people who were looking into it, let them cover it first. And then when the story comes out, then we'll cover the story. Yeah, don't blame him.
Doug says, okay. And then later on, I get Doug. I'm like, Doug, all right, come into waiting. Let me talk to you, see what's going on. I pull him in, and guess who else joins? Mari. Mari is like the Doug translator. Of course, Mari's involved in this. Mari's involved in everything. Every little tiny drama. Mari's there in the thick of it. She just can't help herself. So I pull Mari and Doug in. I kind of shit on Mari because it's like I'm just annoyed that she's involved in this, and I'm mad at the fact that Doug has been pulled into this because Doug is an innocent soul, and he's not.
Doug is an innocent soul. I love Doug. I remember I had Doug blocked for the longest time, and he used to, every time I would go into SFTP chat when Tommy was live, Doug was always asking me to unblock him. And then it got to the point, as soon as somebody would see my name in the chat, somebody else would type in before Doug asked Xylie to unblock her. And then I finally did, and Doug has been on his best behavior since. I love Doug. Doug is such a sweetie. He is. He's a sweet guy. I feel bad that I even blocked his ass in the first place.
He's not a journalist, bro. He's not like one of these guys that are trying to get sources and shit. He just got pulled into this. And
Poor Doug.
From what they were telling me, Demented was still trying to spin the lie. He was trying to say that the baby, the baby dying was a lie, but the baby was still alive, and that this was all a gay op. Like, all of it was a gay op. Yep. And none of it made sense. And I'm like, Mari, do you believe this shit? Are you believing
by the way, looking back at it, right? Mari comes into that chat with us, and she's like, it's all a gay op.
Yeah.
It's all a gay op. They're trying to prove who the snakes are. Right?
Okay.
And then it just turns out that he was just feeding her another lie, and she just took it hook, line, and sinker. And you know why she took it, by the way, is she said that people were coming after her and her horny hour whatever podcast.
Yeah, apparently she has a podcast. Yeah.
Mari?
Now,
yeah.
Wait, Mari has a podcast? I didn't know that. Well, damn, how many podcasts are out there? Holy shit. What in the world?
Now, if you dislike people on the internet that much, right, that they can say stuff to you that sends you into such a tizzy that you are willing to believe any bullshit from anybody just to get one over on the people that you don't like. Oh my god, bro.
So they were saying, just to make sure that we're clear on this, what they were saying at that point in that group chat was they were saying that
why in the hell would you? Okay, what's the premise of the horny podcast? Because that's definitely a name. I'm just saying. I don't know. That sounds like a podcast that like Rum would be in or something. That sounds like a Rum podcast, the horny podcast. You know, I mean, because she does talk about sucking dick a lot. Just saying. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Why So Demented story was true, and they were running, or there were certain people running with it as a lie.
It's called the Horny Hour Podcast with Mari and Why So Demented. Oh my god. Reese is like, that's my kind of show. Let's go.
So that they could try to figure out who the snakes were that would run with a lie, is what they were saying.
They were saying like the Why So Demented story was half true.
Yeah. There was a kid, but he was alive.
And there was a girlfriend, but she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girlfriend was dead.
I love
this.
this.
The girlfriend wasn't dead.
What?
No,
Was
no,
she
the
in
girlfriend
jail?
wasn't. No. She wasn't in jail or anything. I just think that he didn't have custody of her, of the kids at that point.
There might be some people that are watching this maybe that
No,
haven't
she
seen that
was in
before.
jail. Yeah. She was in jail.
Yeah.
And he didn't have custody of the kids, so maybe with like a grandparent or something like that.
Okay. So this, okay. I don't know what your timeline is, Matt. So maybe if you're going to do that, just stop me. But like, yeah. I think it might be important just to make the audience understand why So Demented has been saying for a minute now that his backstory is that he was 14 years old and he got busted for selling heroin. He went to juvenile hall for 2 years or something like that. And then it was eventually
4 years.
Was it 4? Was it he? So he told.
Oh wait,
Peapod
no. 2 years. Then he went to jail. You're right.
Yes, then he went to jail for 1 year or 2 years. It was a little hazy, but I think he said
Hello,
1 year.
Brandy.
And then he got out, met a girl, and then that girl and him had a baby, and then the baby lived to be 2 years old, and then she killed the baby.
Well-
Like the girl killed the baby, and then she went to jail, and because she went to jail for killing a baby, she got murdered in jail.
I swear to God, that was a movie plot. I swear to God, that was a movie plot. This whole damn story was a movie plot. Oh, damn, Gibbon Ant.
Because they don't like baby killers in jail.
Right. And she
That was the
strangled
story.
her. Yeah.
That was what was being sold originally. So
That's-
now the group chat that you're talking about is now saying what? That there was that like half of that story was true. There was a baby. He never went to jail.
So
or
let's
No,
continue.
they're
Let's
saying-
continue the timeline. So Xylie tweets out that her husband had a back issue and needed to be helped by multiple men into a fire truck. Sal takes
Can
that
we pause quickly?
yeah.
Beavers!
By the way, right? When you tweet out that your husband has had this accident,
Oh boy.
maybe proofread, right? Or just think how it will be perceived. Because when you say that it took 6 men to move your husband, how can you not expect
Okay.
the salvos of the
Wait.
world to run with that?
Oh, God.
I'm not
They
saying
could've-
anything
I'm
because
just
Xylie
saying,
is
I'm-
cool.
I'm just saying that.
Okay, let me explain that f***ing tweet. Because, listen, even my husband wasn't happy how I worded it. I made him sound like 700 pounds, okay? Okay, look. The 3 original guys in the ambulance, listen, I could beat every single one of them up. They were the smallest, scrawniest dudes. My husband can't move. He's like face down on the ground. He can't move. He can't move at all. And he's a big brolic dude, right? He's a welder. If he was like 700 pounds, he wouldn't be able to weld on like ships and shit like that, okay? Even he was like, you described me as that. So they had to call backup from a fire truck to get more guys in there. And then there was 2 more scrawny other guys. There was 2 more scrawny guys. And then there was a big dude. The big dude didn't help with my husband. The other 2 scrawny dudes did. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yes, I should have proofread that damn. Look, I was off a 2-hour sleep. I was in the emergency room. I was freaking out about my husband. Leave me alone, okay? Just saying. No, Echo. No. Anyway, that's the explanation for that damn tweet I put out. Well, I let my husband read that tweet, and he just looked at me like, bitch, you made me sound like 700 pounds. What's wrong with you? Oh, God.
There might have been mitigating circumstances that required that. Maybe they needed a delicate touch or whatever. But
Yes, they did need a delicate touch, because my husband also has hip problems. The Marines fucked up my husband, okay? He is really bad when it comes to believe me, they fucked him up, all right? And he's got bad hips, so of course when he fell, hip issues, and he couldn't move, and bless his heart, people had to move him out. No, but he is about a foot taller than me, and I'm 5'4". So no, he's not 8 foot tall. He's like 6'3", 6'4". He's about a foot taller than I am. So he's just dead weight. Yeah, he was literally dead weight because he could not move. Yeah. So.
But when you just go out there and you're like, they brought 3 men, and it wasn't enough, so they had to get the 3 buff firefighters to come in because it took 6
They
guys to
weren't
get that guy in the
buff.
back of an ambulance.
I am not about to
just
fat
saying.
shame her husband, okay? If he
I'm
is
not
Jabba the Hutt
fat-shaming him.
having to get the fucking fire brigade to lift his ass crane out of a fucking building, I just feel bad that they
For
had
all
to
we
do
know,
it.
for all we know, he's not fat. He's built like a fucking ton
He
brick
could be
house.
Right. No,
He is. He's built like a brick shit. I mean, yeah, he does have a belly, obviously, because, I cook good. But he is built like a brick shit house. And he's not even like, out of his 8 siblings, he's not even the biggest one. They're all big.
that's what I'm saying. He's probably
he
fucking
could be
Paul Bunyan.
jacked.
He's a
right?
fucking
Yeah.
welder, dude. Like, those
Yeah,
guys
bro.
are built.
Bro,
He's a
he could
man.
be-
Yes,
But what
he's
I'm
a
saying
man.
is he could be jacked, right? Their house could be the most awkwardly built piece of shit on the planet, right? But what I'm saying is, When
I
you
did
say that it
tweet
takes 6
so
men to
bad.
move somebody lying down, you cannot be surprised.
Yeah, true. I
I'm
agree.
surprised she doesn't have Salvo blocked.
He does have Salvo blocked.
Now.
Even before that, I think.
How did he quote tweet it?
No, he screenshotted it.
Oh, I thought I remembered him quote tweeting it.
Everybody looks at everybody's tweets. Blocks are meaningless.
Yeah. So Salvo screenshots that tweet and says, "Oh, my manifestations are coming true." For some reason, out of all people, why so demented has an issue with it, right? Like, this is a guy who was sucking Salvo's dick in his chat over and over and over and over. Someone who would like jump on the Salvo train, then kind of get off for a little while, jump back on. So why so demented gets all mad and butthurt and says, like, I'm a Christian. You can't be making fun. You can't be going this way too far to make a joke about praying about someone's demise.
Yeah, don't make jokes about death or like, you know, somebody dying or like going to the hospital or having some sort of problem. What's wrong with you, Salvo?
Yeah.
Why so demented says.
So that happens, and then our old friend of the podcast, Cozy Thought, aka John Bon Jovi, pops into the replies and says, "Didn't you lie about your dead baby?" And that's kind of how it began. And then I get messages from Salvo being like, "Here's the evidence." It's a text message of like, "Why so demented?" being like, "Hey mom, didn't I have a son?" "Yeah, why?" Just checking to see if I'm insane. You know, it's really weird. Then there's a picture. Yeah. There's a picture, and it looks like early 2000s photo. And then the birth certificate, which was all censored, had an emblem on it, which all the autists went to work, and they found that the emblem on the birth certificate was from pre-2006, and that there is a new emblem now for after 2006. So the emblem that should...
Okay, I know they get shouted out here. I think it's Valid Creations, maybe? I want to get their name correctly, Valid Creations or something. But shout out to the people who were like, I wonder if the symbol is different. I mean, good thinking on that, because I wouldn't have thought of, well, I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't have thought of it, but I've never had the situation where I had to think about doing that.
Should be on that birth certificate if that baby's born in 2020 is not the one that Demented showed.
And
so
there was a photo too of the kid. I don't know if that was like
Yeah,
presented at that point. You did.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So the photo. So we know now that the photo and the screen grab that he got of the birth certificate, or the photo that he took, that was his birth certificate, and the photo apparently was him when he was a kid.
Yeah, that's what everyone was kind of speculating. Like, I don't know 100% if that. I mean, it's kind of obvious.
The photo is, I think, for sure. Okay. I think that's been confirmed, but I don't. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. The birth certificate has been confirmed to be Why So Demented. That was covered on the Flatley thing. We don't know about the photo, but it's like, I mean, come on, it looks like a '90s photo.
It looks like a late '90s, early 2000s photo you get taken at Kmart or like Walmart in their little tiny photo studio. That's exactly what it looked like.
So Salvo goes on stream, covers it. Later that week, Milltown's Best goes on stream and goes on stream and covers it. Does a more in-depth study on this situation. And yeah, it's all circumstantial evidence. There's not really necessarily a smoking gun, but the collection of it all is pretty much, you could pretty much safely say.
Burst, I will hide you from this chat. I will hide you from this chat. I do not care. I will hide you from this chat. Go ahead and keep talking shit. I graduated high school in 1994. Okay? That means I was 18 in 1994. Okay? I will hide you. I will tell the chat to tell you goodbye, and then you will be gone.
Say, like, this dude's lying.
And hold on. I just want to say, like, this whole... I don't care if he's lying or not. I just think, and I know people are going to disagree, I don't really care. The people investigating this shit are kind of weird, too. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't like...
Matthew Pedersen, I will hide your ass, too. Listen, I will do this whole stream with nobody being able to type in the chat, and y'all will just be typing into the void if I have to do this, okay? I will go back and unhide you all later. It will be just me and Maggot Edits in this bitch. I do not care. Just saying. Mofos.
Okay, they're weird.
Yes.
That's kind of the reason why I joined the group chat. Because I want to, like, the bug. I want to save the dog for the crazy people.
Yeah.
These people are just like, fuck, this entire corner of the community, I hate them all.
It's really weird, too, because people kept on using terms like team. I kept on hearing people say, my team, a lot. And I was like, what do you mean by your team? Like, is it like that makes it seem like, oh, there's like a newsroom of people that are like crunching numbers behind a desk and like staring at a screen and chugging Monster Energy drinks like Maggot Edits. Like, no, it's...
Damn! You did! Maggot Edits caught a stray! You caught a stray! I'm gonna f Matt up. Don't worry, Verse. I'll get Matt's ass, I promise. Don't you worry about that.
It's like that's not what happened. It's like there's just you guys basically put 2 and 2 together to say like normal journalistic things like, hey, he provided his birth certificate, so let's go see if it even looks like birth certificates that are around. Like, is it
What's
really
up,
like
Russ?
that's common sense? That's not like hard-hitting journalism, y'all. Like it's not. I'm sorry. Kudos to you that you did it. Congratulations, you did it. But it's normal due diligence.
I just don't get why. I think a lot of it is performance, but why are you so angry that people didn't want to do that? You know, why are you so angry that we now recording just didn't want to jump on that train because like it's just too in depth, man. We cover like
We were the last to
Right?
hear
Look,
about it.
look,
That's the
look,
thing
look.
is like if they knew about
No,
it,
no,
you go with it.
No, we weren't.
we weren't last
heard,
night.
we heard
were
about
ahead.
it early.
No. What I'm saying is because so this is known. Flatley came to us, right, about this. And so
Yeah.
like he knew at that point. Like if he knew so well, because he said in his thing that he knew the whole time. He knew from the very beginning, the first time that Why So Demented opened his mouth and said that story, that in the back of his mind he knew that it was a lie. So if he knew way back then, why didn't he cover it then? Or why didn't he pursue it then? Why did he come to us for it?
Because he wanted us. Because if it was actually if they f up,
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't want to
Meaning
touch
he did
the
not
shit.
know.
Okay, I need to say something about Flatley. Okay? Bro, all right? You need to stop. How do I put this? You need to stop trying so hard, man. Like, okay, you got demented to admit to everything. Good work on you. Absolutely. Good work on you. Good reporting on you. That's awesome. But, like, what you kind of pulled today on Twitter, like, bro, come on. And, like, what you pulled about them, like, bigger channels not covering it, come on. We can't be doing all that. Okay? We can't be doing all that. You are coming in way too hard for people that want to work with you. I'm just saying. You got to calm down just a little bit, dude. I know you get excited about it, and that's awesome. Everybody gets excited. All right? But chill the out. Just chill out. It's all good.
Meaning he didn't know. Meaning he didn't know like the rest of us. Nobody knew.
No, because look, right? I can appreciate the autism, right? I feel like you know, people were throwing around credit, right? For this, people fucking hell, people were arguing for credit over this. That was insane to me. But the person that I feel really did the work, right? The autistic work was that Valid Creations person, right? They did the work, they went and found the registrar thing, they did all of that, right?
I agree with Beavers.
Would I ever do it? No. I don't care enough to do it. Right? If I think the person's a liar, I don't need to prove to them why I think they're a liar. But I forgot where I was going with that.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Beavers. Okay, Beavers.
The Valid
Okay,
Creations
Beavers.
person?
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like when people say it's like it's great, like you did the work, right? And kudos to you for actually doing it. Okay?
Yeah.
But when people are like, this is like real, like, you know, work, like we need a team to do it or whatever. We sat in a call with Peepaw and Flatley came in, then Peepaw came in. I think that's how the timeline went, right? But
No, you're mixing it up. It wasn't Peepaw, it was Chris and Art.
Okay. First and second of all, I would like to say, am I the only person in this community that doesn't have a team? I swear to God, I think I'm the only person in this community that doesn't have a damn team. Am I? Because I don't have a team. Do I have a team? I mean, I guess Jaded Take is my only team member because she edits. I guess she's part of the team, but she doesn't really, like, you know, look into stuff. She just edits. So I don't have a team. Maggot Ed is like, I have a team, me and my 6 personalities. You stack women, but you fall to give them order. Who are you talking about, Verse? Who stacks women? What? Yeah. Me? I don't stack women. Well, that's for the broadcast. I'm talking about for this channel, dude. I don't have team. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only person without a team. It's funny as...
No, it wasn't Kristen Hawk.
He came in after Flatley, because Flatley got
Peepaw
Kristen
wasn't
to
there.
come in. Yeah, Peepaw didn't. I wasn't there when you guys talked to Peepaw. I talked to him independently, but
We talked to Peepaw on a members stream.
What?
You're getting it mixed up.
No, we
It was Chris and
didn't.
Art. It was Chris and Art, dude.
Yeah, it was Chris the Narc. I was there.
Who was I joking about doxing a baby to then? I'm pretty sure that was Peepaw.
Chris, like in the Flatley call when Flatley joined.
Yeah, but I remember I was joking about doxing babies and what's the efficacy of doxing a dead baby? Can you really dox a dead baby?
Flatley and Chris Narc, I think.
I think it was
You
Peepaw.
did it to me. Yeah, you did it with me. Peepaw wasn't there in that call.
Wasn't it Peepaw?
No, it wasn't Peepaw.
I swear
Yes,
people were
it's
like,
okay
you're
to dox
gaslighting
dead
me right
baby.
now.
Why is Beaver talking about doxing a dead baby? I'm just saying. Just saying.
You're gaslighting me
No,
right now.
it was
I
me,
think you're wrong, Beavers.
Beavers, D-Max, and then Flatley joins. We talk to Flatley for a while,
Right.
and then Chris and Narc comes in.
Yes, that's what I remember too. Hey, Core.
Yes, it's okay to dox a dead baby. As long as the parents are okay with it.
Yeah, parents got to consent. Children
Oh my
can't consent to being
God.
doxed. Is
Oh
what
my
we're learning
god,
today.
no. Y'all are crazy.
Yo, I never considered this, by the way. If your baby dies, like at birth, do you still need to name it?
I would. Why not? You don't need
Oh,
to. I would.
That's
No, but like for the death certificate and stuff, do you still
Well, this is
need
an
to go
interesting
like,
thing.
it
So
would
my
be Christopher Joseph?
well,
Jesus,
Jesus.
Christ, Beaver.
Never mind.
Oh my god. Beaver! Stop. I hate you. Burst, really? No, reserve the name for the next one? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like registering it at the DMV. Stop! Oh my god, y'all are horrible. Oh, I hate you all. I hate you all.
just gonna leave
You
that
go
there.
to the mother's grieving, you're like, and what would its name have been? We needed for the paperwork.
That's not the
Maybe you named the kid. Maybe you named the kid Jesus, hoping for a miracle. You know what I mean?
Oh,
There have been miracles where like the baby's dead and then they're holding it in its arms and it just comes back to life. I've seen
That's
that on like Unsolved Mysteries and shit.
True.
I was thinking
The
about it
Mexican
more like the
babies.
baby like busts its baby arm through the ground like a zombie, and then like just like comes out like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
And Princess of the Universe by Queen.
Yeah.
yeah, the Mexican baby's named Jesus.
yes. Which fits.
Yeah. Anyways, D-Max, you were saying?
No, well, I know there was a bunch of people who tried to like look this up because, well, that's the like funny / ironic part of all of this is that I feel like there were more people who got into this story because they were trying to exonerate Why So Demented rather than trying to bury him. For
Yeah.
instance, Peepaw's a great example. He got on this story because when it was starting to get going, he reached out to Why So Demented and had like got on a call with him and asked him a bunch of questions and like and there were certain things that like Why So Demented was willing to share and certain things that he wasn't willing to share. And Peepaw did his due diligence for the information that he had and literally could not find a single piece of like exculpatory or exonerating evidence against or for Why So Demented. And so he just at that point came to him and said, listen, dude, unless you're willing to give me like pretty much your docs or something, like there's nothing I can do, which he didn't want, but it was just like it's like he looked at like trying to find newspaper articles like written about the kid because it's like if a mother kills a baby, you'd figure there'd be a news article written about it.
I love Peepaw. Peepaw is... I think Peepaw is too nice. I think Peepaw's niceness is sometimes to his detriment. Honestly. Did Matt just source Unsolved Mysteries? Yes, he did. He sourced Unsolved. It's true, though. He's not lying. There have been stories of people thinking the baby was dead and the mother was holding it, and all of a sudden the baby comes back to life. Yes. No, it's true. It's a real thing.
Plus, New Orleans is not like a very like large, like big place. I'm not doxing anybody, by the way. That's public information. It's just like Why So Demented? You better feel bad because there's so many people who like tried to bat for you about this, and it's just like, bruh, you lied to all of them, and you continue to lie. Like, why? At what point? You figure like a week or two into the lie, it was like maybe you just like on another stream just be like, hey guys, remember that funny thing that I said the other day? Yeah, it was a joke. If he had done that, I feel like people would have been mad, but I don't think it would have been like this. It's the fact that he got like dragged kicking and screaming into telling the truth. That's the problem.
The people that help the Why So Demented guy are just like the saps that get scammed. I feel nothing for you. When somebody DMs me with some wacko story, I normally, or like if somebody's I'm just like, oh, that sucks.
Same. I do the same thing.
Right? I'm just like, oh, so I don't go and I don't try and like ask them about it or figure things out. I'm like, that's your fucking problem, bro. It's not mine. Why the fuck are you telling me about it?
I mean, that's fair.
So also that's something that happened in the middle of this was Slug was team Demented for quite some time. Went on stream with Demented. It was a very weird stream. They talked about cum a lot. It was ridiculous.
That's what Slug does.
Yeah.
He can't
And
I come a lot.
yeah. Thank you.
Oh
No,
God!
hold on. But
Is that why you're
just
going blind?
Yeah.
Just before you go into this, I legitimately feel like, right, the people that And I like some of the people that went to bat for. Well, I like most of the people that went to bat for why they sort of meant it. But I really feel like a lot of them went to go bat for him because of the people that were making the accusation.
Yes.
Less so the validity of what was going on.
Yes, I agree with Beavers here. I truly believe, I truly agree with Beavers here. 100%.
You're right. I can't even say you're wrong. You're totally right. That's 100% what happened.
And then afterwards, people are like, you betrayed me. How could you do this to me? And I'm like, I really do feel like you all had blinders on and you weren't looking anywhere but at your enemy.
Yeah.
You
For
know
like the
what I mean?
ghosty thing, like none of us felt betrayed when he lied about his dead mom. We were pretty, we expected it.
Yeah.
It was just
Fair. I never watched Demented. I don't care about Demented. I didn't feel betrayed at all. I just like, I don't care about any of these new people who come in commentary because I just don't give them any attention because of
hilarious.
situations like this.
you got pulled into this though. That's hilarious. You got pulled, like you were like, I don't know you guys.
They tried to pull in my toxic, bless his heart. They tried to pull his ass in it.
Oh yeah. Well, I was looking out for Doug. I don't want them fucking with Doug. I want all these weirdos to stay away from Doug.
Who
Oh,
convinced Doug to come in? That's what
I don't know. But Doug hit me up. I was like, sure, I'll join. And then I found out it was in the VC. I was like, I'm not doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Get out of there, Doug.
Yeah, that was his. Doug tried to convince me to join because you were in there, and I was like, no, I'm still not doing it. But anyways, back to the Slug thing. So Slug's defending Demented. Demented's on stream. Demented's doing this weird thing where he's like, well, you know, Salvo's gonna say what he's gonna say. He's a funny guy, you know. He does stuff like this, and it's so obvious that at that point, to me, that's the convincing. I mean, I was already convinced before that, but this is the convincing part. Is just the way Demented is interacting with people.
So flippant.
So so flippant, so just like off the cuff, and just so like trying to normalize it. Yet he sounds like he's lying because he's acting way too natural. It's like, oh yeah, you know, that just happens. Ha ha ha. Joke. Like, bro, like I would like you in that situation. Wouldn't you be just like devastated? Like,
Oh
this is
yeah.
happening?
Well, you'd be pissed. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, if somebody's like talking out of pocket shit about your dead kid, yeah, you would 100% just be like, fuck you, son. Like, I can't imagine a scenario where, yeah, that all actually happened to Why So Demented, and then he's just like, haha, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, you'd probably have more of the reaction that, like, well, never mind. I was gonna name drop other people who had.
I'm wondering how long Why So Demented actually thought he was going to last with that lie. Like, how long did he think he was going to be able to go with that lie? You know? I mean, because if you lie that much, you start lying to cover up the lie, to cover up the lie, to cover up the lie. You know? And eventually you'll get caught in one small lie, and then before you know it, everything comes out. I just wonder, I wonder how long he expected to keep that up. You know? Yeah, snowball effect. Yeah, purple. Yeah. I don't know, it's just really weird. That's just, I don't know. I don't understand the point in lying about that. I really don't. You know? I mean, it doesn't make you look cool. It doesn't make you look, as the kids say, based. You know? Yeah, what was the end goal? Exactly. Yeah, verse, well, probably for fun. Probably. You know? Hey, Xylie, I got a clip for you after this podcast that a lot of people, including me, forgot about. Oh, well, okay, Matthew Pitt. When you get a chance, bring your ass in here after we're done, and you can show it to me.
Reactions to Salvo, but you know what I mean. You'd have a big reaction. You'd be like, fuck you, I hate you, you're a piece of shit. Pound your chest, something.
So the confusing part to me on this stream was Slug saying he'd seen articles and he'd seen documents backing up Demented's story. Now he would go on to later say, no, I didn't see that. I saw Demented's criminal record backing up his story that he was a convict.
So Slug lied. Because if it was a lie, then he didn't see no damn... Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Demented...
No.
What?
Are you telling me that Slug is a liar?
Yeah.
Hold on. But the
Hold on.
cherry on the cake,
Wow.
the cherry on the
what?
cake is then
What?
Why So Demented comes out and is just like, yeah, all that criminal record stuff, that was fake.
Yeah. But the thing, he not only that, he throws Slug under the bus, but he was
But
on
how
the
do you-
stream with Slug, being like, yeah, go Slug, go, you know?
Slug is
but
his
how do
most
you think
ardent
those
supporter,
DMs
and then
went?
yeah, you're right. In the Flatley thing, he's just like, yeah, Slug is the real villain here. It's like, what the hell, man?
But how do you think those DMs went, right? Both of them are lying, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. Why So Demented talks
Why
about
So
that.
Demented-
He says that in the Flatley thing. He's like, there's so many people that just ran with this bullshit, and he's like, I can't believe you're serious people. Now he has nothing to say. He has no room to say that, absolutely. But he's right. I mean, it's like, dude.
Yeah, but it's just like, imagine you're the guy that's, I message Matt, I'm like, hey Matt, I went to jail for killing my wife, and then Matt replied, I know I'm lying.
Okay, can we be honest, though? Can we be honest for a second? Beavers. I wouldn't second guess that one. Let's just say. No, I'm joking. Joke, Beavers, joke. Don't get on me. I don't want you cussing me out.
And Matt replies to me, yeah, I looked you up and I found your court records that confirms all of it. And I'm just sitting there looking at my phone and going like, bruh.
That's it. That's exactly what he described. Yeah.
Bro, like the whole situation. And then so Slug defends him and then immediately backpedals the next day. And it's just like, he lied to me, he pulled a ghosty on me, I'm devastated, yada yada yada. And I guess at that point, Dementor's like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna fucking destroy him. And starts leaking screenshots, I guess, of the situation between Slug and Demented. They're having a conversation in DMs. Dementor's saying, I'm so mad, I wanna kill Salvo, I wanna kill him.
I love
And
this part.
Slug's just like, here you go. Here's Salvo's docs, enjoy.
And Slug is an absolute idiot, and being the fact that he gave that docs, he is no longer allowed to be part of my community ever again. Period, point blank, period. And, you know, Beavers, okay, let's be honest. Beavers is going to have a wife one day, but he is just going to have to find that diamond in the rough that wants to be the type of woman that wants to, how do I put it? Wants to meet Beaver's every need in life. Basically, be like a mother wife to him. Beaver's going to have the ultra trad wife, 100%.
Enjoy.
Matt,
No. Hold up. There is an aspect of that. Why So Demented did ask for the docs. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It doesn't change it, but I'm just saying he did ask for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did
it's different
ask. He did ask for it. So in other words, he's just as culpable to me as Beavers. Oh my God, as Slug. 100%. He asked for it. That makes him just as bad to me.
Him just providing it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like Slug just randomly was like, oh, you're mad. Well, here's Slug's.
Yeah, he's like,
here's
I
his
want
docs.
he's like, I want Salvo's docs, I want to kill him. And then he's like,
Exactly.
enjoy.
Exactly, verse. Exactly that. Yep.
It's not a defense. I just want to make sure that was conveyed.
You know, for someone like Slug who thinks he's like a super smart guy, let's say Demented went through with it, right? Let's say Demented went, found Salvo, and murdered him and ate his dick or some shit. I don't know, right? But let's say he did. Does Slug not realize that he would be an accomplice to that? 'Cause he gave him
No,
motivation?
Toxic.
no.
No, you're forgetting because
Yeah.
Slug said in the message that followed, Slug said, if you act on any of this, I am going to have to like inform the police or whatever about what you've done.
Yeah, because I'll
Right?
change
So
everything.
And then he sent
That's like
a winky
handing the guy-
face. That's not real.
That's
but,
like
you know.
that's like a guy's pissed off. He says, "I'm going to shoot him," and you hand him the gun. And then once you've handed him the gun, you go, "And look, bro, if you do this, right, I'm going to have to go to the cops." All right.
Yeah, Slug's fucked either way. He's
Where
in a
Slug
loophole.
had no reason to be involved in this whatsoever.
And then he says on Twitter, right, that he consulted a lawyer, right, about this. I don't believe you consulted a lawyer, but if you did, you
No,
need to
he
fire
did.
him.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
going to get you.
Wait,
into,
wait,
who
wait,
is
wait.
this? The retarded version of Better Call Saul.
I was about
What's
to say
going on here?
something.
You should plead no contest.
I'm confused. Like, so wait, what was the advice from this supposed lawyer? What was?
Slug essentially said, right, that he'd spoken to legal counsel or something like that.
Right.
No, he
and,
didn't.
and
he
then he
didn't.
goes on after that to say, I did tell you that I would take steps to prevent this from happening.
He's lying his ass off. Slug was lying his ass off. Ain't no damn way. Slug was lying his ass off.
Right?
I
But
mean,
that doesn't work. That's like I'm working with a group of bank robbers, right? And I drive them to the bank, and then I say to them, "Good luck, buddy." And then
Right.
and then I say to them, "By the way, guys, if you rob that bank, I'm going to report you to the police."
well, it's just like the
I've
reason why
been
I'm stuck on
involved
it
up
is
until this point.
it's very obvious to me that, again, like you said, like I don't think he actually did talk to legal counsel, because that doesn't make any sense. Why would you talk to legal counsel about a doxing? Doxing's not illegal, and I understand you talk to them about.
Exactly, Jay, to take not sending the docs would have been the logical way to prevent it. Yes, 100%. But this is Slug we're talking about.
Like the potential of being wrapped up in some murder thing. But again, I said this on Peepaw's stream, and I'll say it again. I don't think anybody was under the impression that Why So Demented was actually going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Because he just said that he went to jail or some shit and he was a hard ass and in a gang, and none of that was real. So what makes you think like one day he's going to wake up from his life in suburbia and be like, yeah, you
Well-
know what? I think murder today.
Well, they're saying, like, regardless, Salvo's saying that that the threat was made or whatever, and Salvo's being facetious about it, that he thinks it's real. However, it wouldn't matter in any case, because I am 99% sure that if you took that to a police office,
It's enough.
right?
It's enough.
But it's enough. I don't think they do anything about it, though.
I don't know. Let's get away.
I don't think they do shit, bro. You know
They
how,
have to
you
if
know
you
how
ask
much,
for it, but yeah.
you know how much of a douchebag you are going to the police and wasting their time with that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's the point that I was making, is that this is all a waste of time for the authorities. Don't get them
All right,
involved.
I got this. Oh, go ahead.
I think Keemstar is at the biggest risk here. All right, because Salvo's actually retarded and crazy. All right, and he also gave a death threat to Keemstar and Brantley. So I think they're at a higher risk.
And then he went on Peepaw's stream and literally said it was a credible threat. Like Peepaw asked him directly, "Is this a credible threat?" And Salvo replied, "Yes, it is." So, but whatever. I don't think anybody should really.
I still do think that if you took that to the police, it would be a situation where they'd say, "Yeah, sure, we'll do something about it. Fill in the form."
I think it has to. I think it depends on the police department too. Honestly, I think it depends on the police department and like whatever area that you're in. So.
Right.
And then that form would never go anywhere.
So the Slug screenshot with the legal counsel, he says real names have been swapped and for online usernames for privacy purposes. I have spoken to legal counsel involving the Salvo Pancakes Twitter account and Why So Demented. While I hate to apologize to Salvo, I'd rather not be tied to the actions of a deranged criminal named Why So Demented. I do not condone Demented's actions, and I do not have any interest in being involved nor complicit in Why So Demented's plot to murder Salvo Pancake. And to continue to show this, I do apologize for sending the known liar and antagonist, Why So Demented, a public Twitter account with Salvo's personal information. Any harm done to Salvo through this is not condoned or encouraged by myself, and those messages, it is all...
They were both scumbags. Both of them. I mean, one for being a perpetual liar and the other one giving up a dox when the other one asked for it. They were both bad.
Also known, I would be getting law enforcement involved if Why So Demented went through with this.
Well, the good news, Kendrick, is the child was never a thing. The child was never... There was no child. So at least they're lying about a pretend child. You know what I mean?
But through legal counsel advising me and through a recollection of events, I apologize to Salvo as my involvement with a mentally deranged individual named Why So Demented has already damaged my reputation beyond repair, and I stand by the statement I will get law enforcement involved if Why So Demented makes any attempts to harm, harass, or kill Salvo Pancake.
If Demented did it, he would be involved with law enforcement anyway, whether he wants to be or not.
Well, and it would already be done. How the fuck would Slug know if it's gonna happen?
Like, can you imagine the open and shut case? Salvo just ends up dead in his house, and they're like, I wonder who could have done it. Salvo Pancakes. Oh, apparently there's this Why So Demented guy. Okay, go through. Oh. All right.
It'd be really...
Case closed.
Yeah, it'd be really funny because they'd be going back through like their paperwork that they just had collecting dust on their desk and be like, wow, I guess we should have filed this, huh?
Do you think Slug will contact his buddy Chris Hansen to bail him out?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So next on the list is the Flatley interview with Why So Demented. And in that interview, Why So Demented finally comes clean. He finally admits.
How do you know?
What?
Pentagon's not lying there too.
That he's lying about the lie?
Exception, yeah.
Oh, that would be the best play ever. That would be. Oh my god. Chef's kiss.
I think I quit now recording. I'm like, I'm done with this, bro. Like, so you were telling the truth, but you decided to lie about telling the truth. Now you're lying about telling the truth.
He does have a dead baby.
Well, see, it's hard because or what I think happened, and this is my headcanon, right? Is that I think what happened was that Why So Demented didn't want to come out and give an interview about this until there was a proper scapegoat. Because that whole entire video, that 20-minute video or whatever, is pretty much them just shitting all over Slug. Which fair enough, Slug should be shit on right now because he didn't do the right thing. And
yeah, but it was okay. All right. They shit on Slug, which Slug should be shat on, don't get me wrong. However, it kind of overtook the fact that Demented, you're still a piece of shit for lying. That whole thing, literally 3/4 of it was shitting on Slug like Slug was the worst one in the situation when they were both equally bad.
He was a doxer and all this bad stuff, right? But Why So Demented is still somebody who needs to be shit on. And it's like the way that that was conducted to me just was like why do you have to get into the Slug aspect of it? Like, sure, I understand that's an aspect of the story, but leave that until the end. It's like most of that video was them just talking about how bad of a person Slug is and Why So Demented being like, well, at least I'm not that crazy, right? Yuck, yuck, yuck. It's like, yeah, but you came up with the story. You know, you're the reason for this.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's just you're so Demented being retarded, and then Flatley just, I don't know. So this is the thing with Flatley, right? Flatley, after the interview premieres, he starts taking shots at us.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah.
Read that tweet.
First tweet. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it. Because Flatley, okay, this is what Flatley reminds me of. He reminds me of a bull in a china shop. All right? I think Flatley has good intentions. I do. But he does not know how to come correct with it. I really believe he just doesn't know how to come correct with it.
Tweets out is, I want every single one of you bigger commentators to know you're all pussy for not covering this. Now everyone wants in on Demented. You're all dry for content. And then says,
okay, Maggot.
I'm curious on how Now Recording is going to address platforming Slug and his false allegations.
Again, I just want it stated, Flatley came to us with this. He knew about this before us.
Yeah.
So for him
And
to
you
say
didn't
that...
want to cover it either.
And you know what? Slug came up on my platform too. He's done call-ins on my channel. It doesn't mean I agreed with everything he did, and if you notice, I was kind of a shit to him. So, what? What do you mean by come correct? You come correct with things like chill the fuck out. You don't have to be the bull in the china shop. You don't have to fluff up like a peacock does. You know? You can be chill about it. That's what that means.
Yeah, shove it up your ass, Flatley.
So I quote tweet this was a screenshot of Slug on Flatley show, the Riz show or whatever, to which he replies, it's a Riz off, not a forum where I allow false allegations. To which I reply, our show is a call-in show. People are going to say whatever. Slug's been lying since 2020. We've told you he's a liar countless times. You guys hang out with him. The fuck are you talking about? And he says, go ahead.
I was going to say, Matt's not even nice to him when he comes on the stream.
No, he's not.
No. That's horrible to him.
Bro, I've had
full disclosure, in full disclosure, before somebody slings this at me, I did go on Slug's show. I have been around. I'm not hanging out with Slug. We don't talk all the time. He happens to be...
Exactly, Moody Morgan. Why are we gatekeeping who you can and can't have on your stream? 100%. I can have whoever the hell I want on here. It's my channel. I'm the only one that runs this channel. As far as y'all know, I don't even have a team. I have an editor. That's it. Okay? I can put on anybody I want to on this stream, period, point blank, period. And it's nobody else's business. You don't like it, you don't have to watch. Exactly, Moody. Exactly.
You know, annoyingly in the,
yes, Maggot,
in
has.
the server, you know, that I have for Discord and my notifications and stuff like that. But it's like I wasn't like too friendly with him, and I've been saying for a very long time that he's been on probation, and now it's an extended probation and a lot harsher.
No, he's gone. He's gone. No more. I'm not doing
what I'm
this shit
saying.
again.
Yes,
No,
you
no,
are. Yes, we are.
Toot, don't tell Pumpkin I said that, okay? We all know Pumpkin is actually my boss, but we can't tell her I just said that, so shh. Thank you, Shadow Humor.
I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not doing this shit.
Okay, and they talk so big now, but guess who had to pull the ban on him? Me.
I was going to. I couldn't find him.
Matt's like, should we ban Slug? And then I'm
you
like,
guys
I'll do it.
And
And that's like, bet,
He'll be
go
back.
do it.
he'll be back.
Yeah, I always have to ban everybody. Like, you ban people. You do your job, all right?
Poor
No,
Matt.
do your job, goddamn.
Poor Matt. Matt has to do everything. Oh my gosh. I feel so sorry for Matthew Peterson. I feel so sorry for him. Sound kind of like Weissendement is trying to point at Slug to get attention off himself. Like trying to make it seem like Slug is so much worse to take away from the blame from himself. Yes, 100%. You are on point with that.
Damn it, all right? God damn it.
Listen, the last time I banned somebody, it caused a huge controversy.
Yeah, Core shouldn't be banning anybody, okay?
True.
So, but no, to continue the conversation, Flatley says, I don't hang with him to be fair. Also, I didn't know this bit of information. I was just curious what your guys' stance would be since Slug was freshly on
I
the
didn't know
show.
this bit of information. Get the fuck out. Him and Chris both with their bullshit little walkbacks, all right? Jesus.
No. We addressed this before, right? I can't remember what episode or if it was a live stream that we addressed this on, right? We are a podcast that covers Spurgy drama, right?
Yes.
If Spurgy drama involves certain people, they can come on, okay? The difference between us and you, right? You people that are friends with Slug and hang out with Slug, right? I have him on the show. I don't interact with him outside of my show.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not looking to be friends. And this is how people end up I said it again. This is how people end up weaseling their ways back into the community, right? Because you see them on one. Take Ghosty. At some point, somebody's going to have Ghosty on a show. I
Yep.
know it, right?
Yep.
100%. What's going to happen is people are going to see Ghosty on said show. People are then going to go talk to Ghosty. And then Ghosty's going to come on your streams. And then all of a sudden, you're all buddy-buddy with Ghosty. And then you turn, but now Recording had him on. Like,
Yeah. It starts with
the
you
fuck that
guys, bro.
logic?
Hello? Okay, so anybody has any complaints about Now Recording, you obviously don't understand what that channel is about. You need to go back and watch their episodes, okay? They don't exactly hang out with the people that they're talking to most of the time. I can tell you that now, okay? It's their whole channel started off with Discord spurs. That's how the channel started. Listen, I understand new people are coming in. They don't know about Now Recording, etc., etc. Okay, cool, fine. But learn your lore. Ask around. Ask questions before you start making statements that make you look stupid at the end of it. Okay? Be an adult. Ask questions. Believe me, anybody that's been in the commentary community longer than a year will tell you what Now Recording is all about. Ya dorks. Okay? So if you don't know, be an adult and ask a question. Period. Point blank period. All right. Enough said. Let's go.
Ember Lily was going around the community being like Ghosty and Ghosty and Slug have changed. They're changed people. Look at, they're so nice. They're so good people. But then she gets destroyed by the both of them. Like accused of sexual assault by Slug. Fucking
Wait, what?
Ghosty uses fake death.
Wait, she was accused of what by Slug? Wait, what? I didn't catch that the first time I heard this.
Ghosty and Slug have changed. They're changed people. Look at, they're so nice. They're so good people. But then she gets destroyed by the both of them. Like accused of sexual.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Ember Lily is not the standard of which you can take as in somebody has changed. Okay, Ember Lily is not the standard. You cannot. No. Don't do it. All right. Don't do it. Just don't. Go by your own. But go by your own senses. Okay. I'm just saying.
Sexual assault by Slug. Ghosty uses fake dead mom as a clout grab against her. Like she gets dismantled by these two. Like
You
these
guys-
guys can't be trusted.
You guys are perfectly allowed to call me naive and say that this analogy does not apply, but I would just say that, like, I do believe in, at least for these types of people online. For me, I work with the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Or I'm sorry, what is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, I wasn't around during all of that shit with either of these people. Now that I've seen it, yeah, no, I would be a fool to go back. I would personally be a fool to just go ahead and assume, like, oh no, they've changed. They were acting exactly, like, perfectly the same as they, because because I agreed at the time with Ember Lily, right? At the time, I want to stipulate that, at the time, because I didn't see it, I didn't know. And so I saw, oh, these people are being nice, like, whatever, they're just nice people. But now that I've seen them do this shit, it's like, yeah, okay, when they come back and then they're nice again, I'll have some, like, recall to be like, all right, they've acted like this before in the past, and then they end up f***ing up anyway. So I can't trust that they just are nice now.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
So-
Sorry, I just want to say this, right? The only reason that Slug is banned now is for protection
100%.
of our Now Recording community.
Yes, and I want my community protected as well. 100%. 100%. I want my community protected as well. I don't want somebody to end up getting doxxed because I allowed him in my community. I don't want that done. So.
That's it. Right? I know you're going to interact with him outside of you, but that's it. Protection of the people in our Discord. Me personally, I couldn't give two shits. Right? I can jump into a VC with Slug, talk to him for 2 seconds, leave. I'm not going to become friends with Slug. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get close to those people on the internet. So
Well, I still
am
meant to
not-
share
I
his
have
phone
zero
number with the
fear.
guy.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to make the mistakes that you idiots make.
That's what I'm saying is, like, okay, even me, right, trying to be as charitable as possible and saying, like, well, maybe, you know, people f up in the past. I would never give Slug, like, my legitimate actual personal information that wasn't already out there. I would never give him my phone number. That's just not gonna happen, you know?
Well,
That's going
But
right
the
in the
other-
folder.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing too is like, so like new people come into the community and they're like, oh well, who's Slug? And they see, he used to do bad stuff. Is he good now? And then they hang out with him and they act like, it's a clean slate for him, and you all should accept him. And why don't you guys have him on Now Recording or have him on this or that? And it's
Yeah.
like what? Just because you haven't been around doesn't mean he doesn't have a history and a reputation.
And that's
you know?
the pipeline that Beavers is saying. That's exactly what he's saying. Like, that's how he's
Yeah.
gonna, that's how it's,
That's how Slug gets away with it. Because new people come in, and Slug can come off very nice. He can come off very nice, very respectful. But he gets those itches, and he does stupid shit. And that's how people get caught up. And no matter how much you... And listen, I've had it where I try to warn people about Slug. They don't listen. I stop warning people. You know what? If you're dumb enough not to listen to people, I'm not worried about what's going to happen to you. Sorry. I'm sorry you're dumb. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Seems like that's how these people worm their way back into the community, is that they just tack like that. New people latch onto them. The new people are good, and so they hang out with people that are known. Eventually, just to be nice, you include somebody in the group, and then, if you brings up the ladder, they're on a bigger platform.
No, D-Max, that's not what I'm saying.
No?
Right?
Okay.
There is the new people aspect,
Okay.
but it's the current people that do the same. It's
really?
not new. It's
Fair
not
enough.
new people. It's not new
It's like
people
Alpha
coming
Russ.
in.
Alpha Russ was a
Oh.
guy who would completely go from server to server, being like, "Why is Slug in here?"
I like Alpha Russ. Alpha Russ is so nice.
Why the f is Slug here?
And we
Anyway,
don't blame
I'm
him,
sick and
right?
tired of that. And now all of a sudden he's like going on streams with him. Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but it's like you guys like change your minds like every 5 seconds in this
Yep.
community.
It's true.
It
They
happens.
do.
Mari's another one. Mari's bitch about Slug all the
Right.
time. Now she's
True.
cool with Slug.
Listen, all right, this is a message for anyone who's been around for the last 3-4 years, anyone who's coming, like just found this shithole community. All right, listen. Not
Anybody who found this shithole community?
anyone who's coming, like just found this
True.
shithole community. All right, listen. Not everyone deserves second chances, okay? Because we're just gonna live in this cycle, and we're gonna be here again, and it's just gonna get worse and worse from here. All right. So I think we should start blackballing people. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm never interacting with these people. I'm over these retards. I hate this sphere, this little section of the community.
Yep.
You all suck.
And I wanted to say one thing about the only reason Slug got an episode of Now Recording is because Jalen ghosted us on that day, and we needed a guess, and we got Slug on, and I did the same thing I've always done with him. Hold on. I've done the same thing I've always done with him, and I've asked him the same questions, and he gives the same answers. They are, and also I want to point out they are very bad answers. Slug, why did you threaten to poison somebody's animals? Oh, that was bad. Yeah, that was really bad. I don't know why I did that. That was really bad. Like that's how he says everything. So like you guys just like get used to it and you flip. I've always been the same way. Toxic's been the same way. Beaver's been the same way. Core's been the same way. D-Max and Mitch are new, and they kind of came in at a Slug at a time where Slug had gotten the audience to switch. So there you go. Go ahead, Beavers.
But again, right? When we have, I don't know how to say this politely, right? I'm gonna say what D-Max says. Mask off, right? I'm in a mask off mood. But when we have Slug on the podcast, right? You're supposed to see it as a freak show event.
Yes.
Well, yeah, to your
You're
point,
not supposed to sympathize with the thing that we're having on. You're supposed to poke it with a stick.
the name of the
That's
video.
point of it.
Yeah, the
You're
name of
not
the video
supposed
where
to
we
feel bad or
Right,
like,
right.
go away and think, oh, he's cool. He was on Now Recording. No.
The Slug video is literally titled Now Recording Episode 73. Go check it out if you haven't, and press like on the video too. Angry Slug Redemption Arc, ? And then in parentheses it says unlikely. So you tell us, how did we redeem Slug by that? And you literally said, Matt, Slug, at the very end of the episode, you're like, Slug, you're gonna f up again. And Slug is like, yeah. It's like, everybody, this was foretold. And yet this is being laid at our feet? Why?
And then, one more thing, right? Because I know maybe somebody will bring it up. People are going to be like, oh, but Beavers, you always say that Slug's a good guy. He's a good boy. I do that to piss Matt off. I do that in private VCs when nobody's around.
It's a bit. It's a bit.
I want to make a point. I want to finish these tweets because I got a nice little twist coming out at the. So Flatley says, I don't hang with him, to be fair. Also, I didn't know this bit of information. I was just curious with you guys' stance since Slug was freshly on the show.
That's the whole point. Okay, exactly what Matt just said. Right here. Exactly what Matt just said.
When nobody's around.
It's a bit. It's a bit.
I want to make a point. I want to finish these tweets because I got a nice little twist coming out at the. So Flatley says, I don't hang with him, to be fair. Also, I didn't know this bit of information. I was just curious with you guys' stance since Slug was freshly on the show. And
I didn't know this bit of information. Again, ask around. You bragged so much in that video of yours with Demented. I don't know how many times you talked about your team. Okay? Did your team not know anything about Now Recording? Did you not think to ask your team about Now Recording and why maybe they wouldn't have covered it or anything like that? Because I can tell you now, from if your team was who was in that group chat, I can tell you your team knew about Now Recording and knows about Matt Pitt and knows about every single member of Now Recording. You want to talk about everybody doing all the research and whatever, you couldn't even research the very people that you were trying to call out. Because you certainly didn't research me before you tried to do that bullshit tweet today. I'm just saying.
And I say, the stance is how it's always been. Slug's a liar. He's always been a liar. He was banned from the server for the screenshot. I don't get this angle you're taking at all. It's weird, lol. I'm not responsible for the people that call in. Damn. I'm responsible for the people that call in. Damn. I guess I gotta ban everyone from calling.
Yeah.
Flatley says, nah, this is on me. I came in too hot. You right, though. All right.
You always come in too hot, Flatley. You need to calm down and chill. What happens when you need, you come in hot too many times? You're gonna burn bridges with people. What happens when you need like some kind of like source or whatever for a story that you're running or whatever? I'm the type of person, if you come in too hot with me too many times, I'm gonna tell you to f*** off. I'm not gonna help you. And a lot of other people will be the same way. You know? You need to chill. Just chill out just a little bit. And do a little bit of research. Ask around. Ask around people who've been in this community longer, you know?
Flatley goes on Slug stream. I repeat, Flatley goes on Slug stream. Let me say that one more time. Flatley goes on Slug stream.
5 minutes
After this
later.
conversation, 5 minutes later, walks everything back to Slug. Not only that, insinuates that he knows details about Slug that they've had personal conversations about. So he's had like friendly conversations with Slug, more conversation than we've ever had. All right?
Wow.
Now,
Wait. Wow. Wow. That's not a good look. Just saying. That's not a good look. Turn around, say one thing and turn around and do another. It's not a good look.
now, are we ready for this? Now, guess who's hosting a debate between Wyso Demented and Slug?
Has this happened yet?
It's about to happen tonight.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Are you
Flatley. Flatley is hosting a blood
What a
sport between
bitch.
Wyso Demented and Slug. The same
Wow.
guy that pointed his finger at us and being like, for fucking
Wait a
fucking
minute,
Slug.
Matt. Do you remember the reason that he gave us for not running the story? He said that he said I'm not a commentary channel. I don't run with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, bro.
That's what he told us.
I'm not a commentary channel. Ugh. Then stop trying to be one, bro. I think you've done it twice. I know for a fact once. You've gone under my tweets and you're like bookmarked for further use or whatever. Okay? Look, you can bookmark all my tweets. That's cool. But I'm gonna let you in on one thing. You're never gonna get me. Because you're gonna get one or two answers out of me. Yes, I was wrong, or F you, I said what I said. Those are the only two answers you will ever get out of me. I'm not gonna hide behind what I said. Let's like somebody went and deep dived on my Twitter. Yeah, I used to say the things I used to say. I used to be a SJW. I used to be, super ultra lefty. Absolutely. 100% I was. You can't get me because I will admit to what I said. I said what I said. Or you. Well, yeah, I said what I said, you, or, yeah, sorry, my bad. Come on now.
That's what he said. That's why he said, like, you guys should do it, because I don't do that.
Bro, yeah, dude, I don't trust Flatley at all, dude. I don't trust that guy at all. And, like, he tried to make a move on us. He tried to, like, twist the narrative.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro.
How'd that work out for you,
What are
buddy?
you? Are you Fujin, bro?
If we're gonna say Twitch is a commentary channel, so is he.
And this is where Flatley probably got upset. Bless his little heart. He probably got upset, and he did. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it, I literally started laughing. Literally started laughing. Hold on. Okay, I'm not showing any messages. I literally started laughing when he did this. I was like, wait, so you are so mad you coming at me? And like, I was literally laughing when I typed this. He's gonna come at me going, are you gonna flame Now Recording Podcast for recovering Why So Demented per Liana Taylor tweet? Or is it the actual commentary channel above Desperation Factor? Let's keep it real. Bro, do you know me? Have you taken the time to figure me out? The reason why, and you might as well quote tweet me because I don't delete very many tweets. Okay, I deleted a tweet yesterday asking for a clip from Tipster. Okay, that's a whatever tweet. Okay, did you think I was gonna delete this tweet? Did you? Liana Taylor, you had made a dumbass tweet talking about how Tipster was on his Why So Demented arc. And Liana Taylor went under there and said, why do you keep bringing up that lowlife? When did Tipster pretend his made-up baby was dead? You're both desperate and it shows. And I quote tweeted her ass saying, thank you, Liana. Someone had to say it. And I meant every word I said. I said what I said. Fuck you. And you thought calling me out was going to do something? Bro, I laughed at you. Because that call out was weak. I laughed at you. Because it was weak. That was a weak ass call out. Bro. Do you not understand that this kind of story is what Now Recording runs? Anybody would have been crazy to jump into that story unless they did the things that Valid Creations did. Anybody would have been crazy to do it. And you know what? You came out with a story, you got Why So Demented to admit to everything, and then Now Recording covered it. Why would I flame Now Recording? That was a weak ass attempt. I'm just saying. Weak ass as hell. Now, anyway, let's continue.
Because he takes all these people from commentary and he puts them on his channel. I mean, commentary.
I don't care what it's like. Most of YouTube is commentary, like in the sense that like we all do commentary style videos. If you are a part of the commentary community, like Flatley's whole thing is that he's friends with Chris the Narc. It's like, what do you mean you're not a part of the community? What do you mean you don't do this kind of content? What do you mean by that?
Friend is a very loose term, by the way. That's what Chris has told me.
Okay,
No,
fair
something
enough. I don't know.
wrong.
That's what I've heard from Flatley.
Yeah, Flatley says a lot of things.
Fair enough.
As you
Fair
noticed.
enough. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Good point. Yeah.
Drama. What's going on between them two?
Yeah.
Find out next time on Now Recording.
Yeah, no, that was just, I like, in fairness to Flatley, he did apologize to me in Tommy's chat and apologize and stuff, but I don't know, I felt like he was trying to make some sort of move, like, and I don't know why he was so mad at us, because
He's been trying to make moves ever since. He tried to make a move today. He tried to make a move today on me. Like, bro, what? Goddamn.
because of this. I don't know why he took this so personal. Like, he got the story, he got the interview. We never, that's the thing, like, we never competed for the story. We were always of the opinion of, we're going to stand back and we're going to just, we're a podcast.
You literally told him to do it. You literally told him, you go for it. You go for it, man. Like, you if you want to do that, you go ahead. We're not touching it.
Yeah, we're not touching it. Dude,
We
I'll tell you-
we actually gave him the. Sorry, my power went out, so my audio shit. We actually gave him the advice of exactly what had happened, right? We said, wait for somebody else to do it, then do it.
Right.
Exactly.
Right? Like, if you were going to do it, do that. We were never planning on doing it, ever. I had no interest in the story.
No. The way my brain works, right? I'm a very cautious person. I have said this many times. I lost my leg. I lost my leg from jogging after getting fit. All right? I have really bad luck. So my brain is, if I go on stream, or if I say in a tweet, or if I do something in the sense where I'm like, I think he lied. I think this kid's lying. And suddenly, this dude the next day comes out with a picture of him holding his baby, being like, here's my little baby, you calling me a liar, mother? How dare you? Then guess what? Salvo comes after me. Dujin comes after me. Flatley comes after me. All you mother...
Exactly, and that's why they didn't originally run the story. It's called having a brain, honestly. Because they didn't care that enough where they were going to go do the hard work, all right? Which, not putting down the people who went and did the work on it. I'm just saying, I understand why they didn't run it. I wasn't really going to talk about it until it all came out either, so...
Come after me. Because I wanted to be aggressive and go take the story. Milltown's Best comes after me. I'm like, we're on thumbnails forever. Now recording sucks. Now recording sucks. Now recording sucks. They don't do the research. Blah, 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 blah. That's what happens if I get the story wrong. All right? If you guys get the story wrong, Flatley, Milltown's Best, Fujin, any of you guys, no one says shit because no one cares. But you got like that's all. That's what the point is. Like, I can be aggressive. I could be like try to jump in. I could be right. But at the same time, like, I'd rather be cautious because this doesn't matter at the end of the day. This is just a spurg show where we talk about spurgy shit. I'm not a journalist, bro. I'm not trying to get the scoop.
It's also the difference of how involved this person was with us, right? Why So Demented wasn't that involved with us, okay?
Yeah.
He never went on the show.
He went on the streams a couple times, but never,
Oh, yeah, he was on a screen. You're right, yeah.
Ghosty was intimately involved with Now Recording, right? Yes. Big part of the channel. It was when we were still hanging out and shot from the point and stuff like that, always there, right? Mm-hmm. You get somebody like take Floptina, right, who we covered, about their lie, that we believe is a lie. We don't have proof. I don't need proof, because I'm not going to do the autistic things that other people do.
Exactly.
Right? I just know he's a liar. Floptina came at us, right?
and was chatting shit about us. If Why So Demented had done the same thing, I might have been more inclined to take him on about his dead baby that I think is a lie. Right? But I had no need to. I didn't want to. We were never going to.
I didn't want to either. Sorry. But somebody else did the work, so I'll cover it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's the funny thing is, like, what changes after finding out that Why So Demented was lying about his backstory? Like, what actually changes in real life, really?
Yeah. Just to reiterate, Ghosty lied about his dead mom, admitted it on Twitter, so he went live on his live stream. Floptina, we made jokes about her being a liar. We made jokes, she took them seriously, and she took it to heart. She started talking shit. God damn it, he started talking shit, so we covered him talking shit about us in a recorded call that we didn't leak. Why So Demented? Never said anything bad about us, never talked really any shit, just kind of a retard. We knew he was
Good night, Addicted.
retard. We knew he was probably lying, and so we stepped back and we waited and we let guys like Milltown's Best cover it, because like if you guys want to take on that story, that's fine. But at this point, like, we just want to like cover retards and wait.
Yep.
And fair enough. I gotta say, shout out to Milltown. I think he did a pretty good job. But the funny thing about the Floptina thing is, you remember who Floptina was talking shit about us too?
It
was on the sin bin.
Yeah, it was on Sinbin with.
Yeah.
I do. I remember because I saw it.
So Demented, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
it's just, I'm just saying, it's just funny. It's ironic that that's brought up in this context, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go.
I don't believe in guilt by association, right?
I mean, either. Yeah.
But I believe in sus by association, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I see people hanging out with these people that I know lie, right? I might not say it publicly, but I know. I always look at the people that they surround them with, and you're either stupid or you are also a liar in a den of snakes. Do you know what I mean? More than likely.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I ain't gonna call you a liar, though.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, does anyone have any advice for Why So Demented in his time of need?
Yeah, kill you.
Oh, okay. Well, my advice is lie more. In my opinion, your biggest problem, your biggest foible, your biggest issue here is that you didn't go far enough. You should have lied about something so outrageous that nobody would have ever believed you even the first time you said it. If you had made a lie that was so, like, Godzilla fucking killed my baby, Bigfoot came in one night while I was watching Joe Rogan Experience and fucking took a shit all over my grandma. It's like, yeah, people would be like, oh, that's just a funny, entertaining story, right? But you lying about this and getting everybody to kind of believe you for, months and months and months, it's like, he's running around calling this entertainment. I don't know if that's a good look, buddy. I don't know if it's a good look of you saying like, oh, it's just an entertaining story. No, it was a lie. That's what it was. It was entertaining, maybe, but in reality, just a lie. So
He should have
either don't lie or lie harder.
What he should have done, right? He would have still ostracized the large group of people. What he should have done is played it off as, oh my god, I can't believe that you guys believe this.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And
I
mock the
agree.
people.
Okay, I think that's enough of this podcast. Matt, do you want to come in here and give me whatever it is you're trying to give me? Like a clip or something? What are you trying to give me here, Matthew? Matthew Peterson.
Hello.
Oh shit! Hey, what's up?
What's up?
What are you trying to give me? What?
I just-
What clip? Oh, what is this about? Let's go here. Let me pull up my chat because for some reason Stream Elements are not showing my chat. All right, so I'm playing this part.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Why So Demented? Why So Demented? You're on.
Alright, so guys, I'm gonna keep it a 10-buck titty with y'all right now.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
I hate that saying. 10-buck titty. What the? Bro, what is a 10-buck titty? I do not understand it.
I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, let's go.
Because he's a real stupid and anybody who believes that he was not gonna lie is also a stupid. I mean, I personally think it's a good thing that he outed himself as a piece of shit, because now we know he's a piece of shit, right?
Oh.
So that's that. And I find it really weird how he can't get his dick up while in a call with two women. I mean, what the is wrong with you, dude?
Wait,
What?
are you saying you just casually get hard and you're PC with women?
No, like, I just find it weird how he can't get his dick up in, like, a call with two women, especially a hot clown lady. Like, what the
What?
Like, what?
Was there ever
Was he supposed to get his dick up?
I
Like,
think
what
he's
happened?
talking about the dick pic thing where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's too
yeah.
cold.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. So he had a lot to say about Ghosty doing that shit. Come to find out, he was doing that shit the whole damn time.
Yeah. And if you got anything to say about the Demented, I don't give a $5 hand job. What you got to say?
$5 hand job. I hate that. Shut up. Don't ever say that shit again, dude. Oh my god.